Hey guys, another day, another adventure. I've traveled outside of town a little bit today and came to a spot where there was an old school that my wife went to as a kid. And there's a bit of a park here and tennis courts. And I thought I'd check the old school. However, when I get here, there's a bunch of equipment on the site, like farm equipment, like it's private property or something now. So maybe I'm gonna have to look around and see if I can find out who owns it and get permission. It was a pretty old school, so there might be some cool finds there. In the meantime, I've decided to dig here. You can see the playground in the back distance there. I'm gonna hit that after, and the first find this morning already, I'll show you right now. Well, start of a day, start of a new hunt. So far I've found two, looks like tops off of kids' yogurt drinks. And then the last hole I dug up is something new for me. I should have seen this coming. Sweet. So when he finished his yogurts, he just left the spoon behind. Bunch of wiring that they used for the tennis courts here. So I'm hoping that this area is not right full of it, but you never know. So I've been searching here for a few minutes. I'm getting a couple signals, but there's big roots. As you can see right here, it's stopping me. So I dug around this side here, and I saw a coin fall out. It's in here. There it is. It's a quarter. $1988 clad. Oh well, quarter's a quarter. More junk to clean up. Here's something I found. I don't know what it is. It's got a P on the back of it. It's pretty light. Anybody out there have a clue as to what that is? Gives a high signal on the machine. Silver or copper. I don't know what it is. I'm going to hang on to that one just because I don't know what it is. So I got some kind of fastener here. It's got cloth between it. Like a rivet, I guess. Okay, so I did a dig. I got another nice high signal here. I lifted up the dirt and I can see a coin in there. It's a quarter. Just grab that. And it's a 1976. My birth year. First coin I found yesterday. First coin I ever found was yesterday, and it was a 1976 penny. Lucky day. V for victory. Not quite. Well, excellent news. I was just digging away here, and the farmer across the way pulled up and was installing a battery in his tractor, and I went over and asked him about all the machinery that's on this side, and I asked him if he owned that, and he said, well, he owns the equipment, but that the land is still public. So he said, yeah, go ahead, go in there, have a look around, see what you can find. So I'm going to move up there, and it's a school from the 50s, and we'll see if we can find any old coins or hidden treasures. Well, my first two finds at the schoolyard were a screw and a nail. Not a great start, but then my wife texted me, she's out of town, and this was the school she went to when she was a kid, and I asked her where the playground is. She says it was in that back corner over there. So I'm in the wrong spot for the playground, but the grass is actually pretty high, so we'll see how I can swing a detector over there. I'll try it. Well, so far I have to say that this schoolyard has been a bust. Find lots of old junk like this, but that's about it. Fortunately, the backside where she told me would be where the playground was is pretty much doable. I mean, there's a bit of grass, but lots of spots that are cleared, and I am swinging everywhere, so try a little bit longer. Hey, I found the old school. So this is kind of cool here. I dug this because I got a signal, and it turns out to be a tab, but then I also saw some string sticking out here, and it's a kid's bracelet, a little bead bracelet with an end on it. Pretty cool. Now that's a nut. What is it with these kids? Hey, 2 of them in one day. Looks better than the ones I got at home. Old battery. Gold! I found gold! Well, maybe not. Loonie. There's a buck in my pocket. Well, I got another coin here. I haven't looked at it, so I don't know what it is. It is an American penny. See if I can get the date on 1982. And the Loonie I found was an 87. So I think those were the last years that they ran this school, was mid-80s. Alright, got another coin here. It's buried right here. I think it's a penny. Oh boy. As a former landfill coordinator, I've got to advocate the recycling. So in they go. Well, I just got a call from my wife, and she was making fun of me for finding the Loonie. And she says, why don't you look for the time capsule that we buried in grade 5? So now I have another mission, and that's somewhere in this field there is a time capsule. So it's just a huge area. I haven't even hit the playground behind me yet. I could probably come back here 3 or 4 days, so that's what's probably going to end up happening. But I will do my best to try to find this time capsule. That would be funny. Hopefully there's pictures of them guys in there. We'll see. Open pit mine here to get this. Another penny in there. At least I think it's a penny. Definitely a penny. Well, no can do. It's just worn right out. Thought it was a coin at first, but no such luck. It saddens me to know that somewhere out there in the world, there's a baby running around with one cold foot. Dear God, what in the world is going on? 2 children with cold feet in the world. Well, I was wondering if these would set off the detector. Juice box. And yes, it will. At what point do we start calling this an epidemic? I'm seriously getting concerned here now. Oh, it's got a monkey on it. Carling. That brings me back to my broke college days. Well, that's blue. That's kind of how I'm feeling right now. Molson Export. Well, I'm about 4.5 hours in, and I think I'm going to call it a day. I got one last thing to show you here I found, so we'll do that. And this is a spot where I can come back and try again, because there's tons of ground here that I haven't covered, and who knows. And I do have a lead on that time capsule, so I'm going to get some more information on that. We're going to come back. There it is, the last thing I'm going to dig up today, another coin. And it's actually, 10 cents. 1982. So there you have it. Good way to end another day.